Okay, chat, what's up? I think, oh god, this is mirroring everything, isn't it? Well, let's just get rid of that for now. What's up, guys? How's it going? I'm trying out the new audio. I switched around which audio source I'm using, and I'm hoping that this microphone can still pick up and project kind of the whole room. That's the goal here, to make sure that I have decent audio. I reviewed the last stream. I still have it up over on my YouTube page, youtube.com/percussionstud, if you want to go over there and watch it if you missed out the last one. But the audio with my headset, my actual Rift headset, the audio likes to be a bastard, and it likes to spike out on me from time to time. So I'm hoping that won't happen this stream. But this stream, we're not going to do anything too intensive. It's just going to be me kind of monologuing with you guys and talking through my thoughts on this game and where I hope to see it go forward, and a couple of my plans for the channel. So we're mainly just doing this for an audio test, but also we need to do a bit of a vault clean. So that's going to be the goal today. I got to start off by putting some power in the generators for you over the trade room. I already bought some gas cans, so there should be one in here that I can take. Yep, gas can. I have a BSS in here. Are you kidding me? So we're going to take the gas can, head on up to the power room. For those of you who've played Tarkov, seen me play Tarkov, or just understand extraction shooters, with how vital the hideout or the bunker is, it's very necessary to have a constant stream of fuel so you can keep the lights on. So one of these gas cans filled with about a quarter of the generator. I think each gas can lasts for, I want to say it's 12 hours of real time. So I am horrible about turning off the generator before I shut the game off. It's something I think I need to start writing on the whiteboard every time I sign in, is turn off the damn generator. It's something like that. You know what? This is boring without music. What's up, Liminal? How you doing? I'm gonna put some music back on. It's just gonna be quiet in the background, but something for us to listen to while we're doing vault clean out stuff. So if I decide to jump into a raid later after all, then we'll turn the music off so we can actually hear what's going on around us. So yeah, like I said, one gas can does about a quarter of the generator. Let's get that turned on so we can see. Put this together, tuck that back in, and now we're all set so we can see in here, which is always nice. So I'm gonna go back to the trade room, and the gas cans actually sell to Merrick for about $2 grand. So they cost $5, they sell back for $2. It's only a net cost of $3 grand. It's not too bad. How much do I have right now? 425,000. So what I want to do is, well, first off, I'm going to grab this gear tech and just, oh wait, there's the bag on me, son of a bitch. Well, I'm still going to have this gear tech on my back. I'm going to use that for sorting a bunch of things. So we're going to start out by just cleaning out the rest of this bag, which just has some things to go into storage. So we're going to my storage area. On this side, I keep all my grenades, and I keep my meds over here in this big ass pile. That's just I mean, it's kind of funny to me how many meds I have at any given point in time in this game, because, like, if I went 100 raids, I don't know if I'd use all of these meds. Because some raids I don't get into any gunfights, some raids I die quickly and have no need for meds, and some raids I need meds because I get into a gunfight, I take a few shots, I win the gunfight, and then I'm still wounded afterwards. So it's nice to have them all on hand, but I mean, I have so much stuff. So I've begun sorting out kind of hierarchically all the loot that I've pulled out of the game. So you've got stacks of money, which I know I probably should sell all these, but I think it's more fun, given the fact that these are probably like, 50 to 100 Karunas each. I think it's more fun to just be able to look at a stack of money bills like that, and instead of actually selling them to Merrick and hoping for the best, I can just kind of look at them and be like, hey, cool, I have some money. We've got, nuts and bolts and piles of nails and chargers, and these aren't necessarily things that sell for a ton, but I'm convinced that when the crafting systems come into the game, there's going to be a lot more purpose to each of these items. So that's kind of where I'm going on that front. Let me check comments here. How's it going? As in some raids you gain more meds than you lose. Yeah, definitely. Coming with one like before, you were totally right. I think I had one raid where I went in with 2 meds and I came out with 15, and that's not an exaggeration. So it's certainly rolling the dice. Sometimes you go in with 4 meds and you lose all 4 of them, or you use all 4 of them and still extract, but you find no more, or you take no more. Or sometimes you go in with 2, use 8, and still leave without any. So it all is just dependent. Over here's my golden wall. It's got the gold AK from the first wipe. It's got the golden spoon from the second wipe. It's got the boss gun and the golden drums for that thing, which I don't actually like using that gun. I love having the mags accessible. I don't like the gun. I don't know, it's just a personal thing. So, alright, so what all do we have to go through in terms of loot? Well, we've got 3 main things I want to do. The first is I have 6 full bags in here, 3 full bags next door, and 2 full bags upstairs, packed full of loot that needs to be sorted. So that's thing number 1. Thing number two is we need to get rid of some guns in here. I don't think I've ever used my Galils except for picking them up off of dead scabs. I don't think I really use the AK-74s anymore. Or really an AK-47 if I have one lingering in here. So, and then like the AUG, it's nice to have one for the collection, but I need to start, pushing more of an idea of what value do these guns provide me? Do I use them in raid? Have I touched them in the last 30 days of playing this game? And if the answer to all those questions is no, then it's time to sell it and make room for more guns that I might pull out of raid, like Saigas. I know AK loves using Saigas. He loves having the drum mags for those. I, in fact, traded my drum mags to him because I don't use Saigas, yet I still have one taking up space on my wall. So we're going to take that, we're going to take these Galils, these AK-74s, and we're going to really take a hard look at everything else that's on the wall, right? Like, I love MP7s. I only have one, so I haven't taken it into raid yet. I now have 2 P90s, so I need to build 1 P90 out so I can take it into raid. My vectors. I love using the vector. I have 5 or 6 of the 9mm vectors, so it's time to start bringing those. I have 4 10mm vectors. It's time to start using those. And I have a bunch of mags for each of them. So I really need to start inventorying and taking priority on what I want to do. Also, for in here, which has, the other 3 bags I need to go through, all of my attachments, the table's full of shit again, and this wall is not efficient. It has my scars, it has the AK alphas, it has my stoner and my M1, it has the mags I use most. So the things on the wall, I kind of want to keep on the wall, but I need to figure out a better way to sort this. So, like the Glock wall over here. I probably don't need to hang this many Glocks. I can probably hang 10 or 15 of them and put the rest in the inventory sorter, or even sell them. I use Glocks a ton. I also find Glocks a ton. Right now, I think I have a 5.7 in my holster, but, I'm also going to put my armor up. Am I wearing a helmet? I'm not wearing a helmet, so that makes that easy. But yeah, and I have another PPSH. I don't use them a ton. They're great guns. I want to start using them. I have some mags for them as well. And then I've got things like, oh, another money stack that I need to sort in, and a bottle of water that needs to go to the kitchen, so I can shove that in this bag. Nope, nope. No, you're not going in. You shit. Alright, so I'll go in there. I got key cards. I need to figure out what to do with those and actually find a good place for them where they won't despawn or hide, because I want to use my key cards for key card runs. I spread these out a little bit. I'm getting to a point of being happy with the way that I've organized up here, but it's not done, and it can be a lot better. So these are just some of the things that I'm really working on fixing. So no gold Tokarev. I have one gold Tokarev. It's in one of these bags. So whenever I unearth it, I will go put it on the wall. It's in this bag. It's right here. So yeah, that gold Tokarev. It's wedged in behind some mags. I'll get it later. But yeah, in like this bag, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stims. In this bag, I probably have another 3. In this bag, I have 2. All the bags next door probably have at least 3 stims each. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff when we're done with this. But hopefully we're also gonna sell off a bunch of things, have a much more organized system, and yeah. So let's get started. I'm gonna go grab. There are 2 bags upstairs that I want to go and grab. I just want to bring them down and clean them out, and that's gonna be my first order of business. So that way I'm not having to go upstairs and downstairs, back and forth, and dealing with that. So I've got this bag. Oh my goodness. Take the bag off the wall, not an item out of the bag. Start it! Give me. And give me. This one has a vector and a couple other items and a shitload of mags. This one just has a ton of stuff. So these are going to be 2 bags. It'll be good to clear these out from the barracks upstairs. That way I'm not having to walk back and forth. Also, we're starting today at 425,000. For the vault total of money. I want to see how much money I make selling off all the stuff I don't use. And so we're going to go into the armory and push open these doors if they would let me in. And I think I'm going to start with the big bag just so it kind of gets done and out of the way. I'm going to do a very rudimentary sorting first. I'm going to try and set out all of the collectibles right up here, and they'll go into the bag I'm wearing. And how do I want to do this? Because there's a lot of stuff to go through in each of these bags, and really I just want to make this process efficient, so that way you guys aren't bored, and I don't feel like I want to, shut the stream off or anything. So I'm gonna set the collectibles out up here because they're gonna go to the other room. If I can just do that in one fell swoop. My goal is I start in here. When I'm done with everything that goes in here, I go to the next room, and then when I'm done with everything in there, then anything that needs to go to the kitchen goes to the kitchen. The sell-off will happen separately from this, so I'll worry about that when it's time to worry about that. So, like, I've got some vertical foregrips and some angled foregrips. I got another laser that's going up here. I've got grenades are going to stay in here. I've got an ACOG, which I'm actually going to sell, but I'm going to leave it in here for now, so that way it's out of the way. Put that there. I've got Glocks and I've got Tokarevs. Tokarevs, how the fuck you properly pronounce it. Okay, go over there. You stay. Glock 1. See, like, Glock wall. Just got 2 more members, but do I really need a Glock wall? Probably not. So there's that. I've got a ton of mags. I've been trying to only take full mags out of raid, because I've had a few times where I've had to just dump a ton of mags into the sorter or to sell them. Eagle mag, Glock mag, I use those. Don't use the AK mags, so those will get sold, but they're still going to go on the pile for now. I'm not planning on going into the trade room anytime during this first step, so anything that I'm like, I know that's going to be sold, I'm just taking a mental note of it. I'll come back for it later. AK mags, this is going to get really ridiculous, guys. Okay, MP5 mag, AK mag, cool. Dragunov mag is going to go next door. That angled grip will get sold. Another ACOG that'll get sold. So cool. So that's all that. So we're gonna go next door, drop that mag off. Actually, no. Why would I do that? I'm just gonna set it right there. Now, in theory, that bag should stay put. And what I'm gonna do, waiting, is stack everything up here. Actually, I take it back. I am going to go to the trade room, but it's not going to be to sell anything. I just want to go to the trade room to put my backpacks after they get used. I want to put them back into the item sorter, so that way they're out of the way and not in danger of getting despawned randomly. So we're going to put that back on. We're going to take this bag here. I'm hoping that ought to stay there. If for some reason it gets deleted, well, it won't be deleted. It'll go into the item sorter as a custom bag. So we're gonna do a little experiment, because if I can go back and forth without actually leaving the bunker, I think that they have the system built to where it can do that. But we're gonna give it a try. So let's put the grenades in their spots. So I try and sort the grenades out by type, just that way if I know I want an impact grenade versus a fused grenade. The smoke grenades, I keep the Mark 18 smoke grenades. I don't keep the stick nades because those are a dime a dozen. You can find them all over the place, and really I don't use smokes all that much. So if they overhaul smoke grenades or make it so that a certain type of smoke grenade like brings in a drop or something of the sort, like you know how in Tarkov they have the flares. If they start doing that, then I'll start paying way more attention to those smokes. But I don't foresee that coming in the game at present. And so I'm going to just leave it where it is for now. So I've got a canteen, I got a thermos, and then I've got a can of peaches, which the peaches and the fruit, was it fruit compote or fruit salad, whatever the hell this one's, fruit cocktail, and peaches. Those are the best foods in the game because they restore a huge amount of hunger and a huge amount of thirst. So you don't. A lot of the foods in this game have a tendency to make you more thirsty as you eat. So people will be like, oh, I'm good on water, but I need food, and they'll eat like a granola bar, and then they're like, well, now I'm good on food, but I need water. So you gotta watch what you eat in Tabor, so that way you don't unintentionally screw yourself. Back in storage, actually back in the kitchen for 1 second. Trying to do these more long form talkings. It's not my style to talk ad nauseum. I mean, I can talk a lot. Anyone who knows me in real life will absolutely attest to that. In chat, if you're commenting, I will take a look here in a moment once this bag is emptied. Apologies if I'm not paying attention or it feels like that. I switched up the overlay in here because I wanted my right eye to be the dominant recording side. So whenever I aim down sights, you guys can see it. But I'm using a different software called Oculus Mirror, and that mirrors everything when I open a menu in here as well. I wish it didn't, because I'd like to be able to look at the comments without having to remove my headset. But if I do it in here, it creates an infinite tunnel of displays, and I don't like that because that has the tendency to, crash me. So, but I mean, I can show you an example. I'll set that down for a sec. So I hit the menu to bring this up, and now we're looking at a display tunnel for that. So, but yeah, that's how it is. So I'll do my best to keep up with chat. How's the audio, by the way? I know last time we had those audio spikes. Let me know if you're hearing any issues or if it's actually sounding pretty clear. I'm doing a lot of talking today on purpose, so we can get the kinks out of this real good and make sure that it's the way we want it. How many gear techs do I have? 6 gear techs, plus oh, not wearing that one. Oh shit, I need to keep one. Yeah, keep one on me just for the sake of sorting these things and doing that. Alright, so coming back into the armory now. Should still be there. Yes, the bag is still there. Okay, good. So, let's just grab everything that's going to a different room than the armories right now. So that would be the food. Oh god, there's a lot of food in here. Did a good raid on this one. If I can recall the stories that come from each of these raids as I'm pulling things out of the bags, I'll do my best to regale you a tale if you guys are interested in hearing about it. I don't know that every single one of my raids has an interesting story to tell, but it's entirely possible that they've got 1 or 3 hidden in them. So I will see what I can recall for each one if that's something you guys want to hear about. So let me know. And we'll have more raids over time. As I get better and back in the saddle of streaming and more comfortable with this game and more confident in my ability to raid, I want to do more solo content, kind of like I'm doing today, where it's just me and don't have anyone playing with me. But you know, as all the bigger streamers will say, it's kind of stressful when you stream by yourself because you might get killed 3 raids in a row and feel dejected, and you don't have a teammate there to say, "Oh, it's alright, we'll get him on the next one." And you're just sitting back going, "Man, am I even making good content?" And that's kind of a real struggle. So it's also a whole hell of a lot of imposter syndrome. So if you ever hear me being a little doubtful or a little like questioning, I'm still here to have a good time. I still enjoy what I do. It's just sometimes I really have no idea what the hell I'm doing at all. I think it shows. So, but for these, put them over here. I know I say that and then I talk for 20 minutes about something completely unrelated, and it's like, oh, I just dropped a bomb, but at the same time, shit, now the tism's got me focused on something else, you know? Okay. Yeah, this pile of crap is going to be very cathartic to have sorted through, but also, Jesus, it's going to be a lot of stuff. Let me set those there. Just set there. Cool. A lot of the things in this game have odd pathing for the barriers. And the other, like, I know the devs are doing their best with this game, and I mean nothing offensive towards them in any way when I say this. I think the pathing structure is inconsistent for items. They behave differently after they've set on the wall for a certain amount of time or set on a table. Their paths, their pathing and collision barriers are reduced to actual object size. But I believe that when they are interacted with, when objects are interacted with, they have an increased collision barrier, and that's causing some issues with like organization and available usable space to store items. I don't believe for a second that that's intentional on behalf of the team. I would never think that Scott and Fish and the whole Combat Waffle Studios team wanted to reduce available inventory space for people, at least in the bunker. But it's just a noticeable inconsistency that I'm sure they're working on fixing. So this game's had a lot of really great communication from the dev staff, and they put themselves up for a lot of hate, and I don't like that. This community's really good because we're engaged and we feel very well communicated with. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware that is not always the case with game studios. In fact, it's a pretty rare exception when they're this communicative. But some people get so bent out of shape about absolutely nothing, and it pisses me off that people have the capacity to be that stupid and that arrogant and douchey that they think that their opinion matters so much that it justifies a death threat to the CEO of the company and the lead developer of the game because they're fixing bugs and that delayed White by a week. I'm not kidding, guys. That actually happened. And that's just the epitome of human stupidity right there, is thinking that, you know, when people are open and honest that they deserve to be treated maliciously. I don't think for one second that that's ever been true. So, you can not like what I have to say. You can disagree with what they're saying. If you don't like that they're delaying the game, that's totally fine. I wasn't a big fan of the fact that they had to delay the game. I really wanted the game to come out sooner so I could get to playing, because I'm stupid and selfish and I want my instant gratification. But absolutely no excuse whatsoever for what people did and what people said. I mean, they're working their ass off to bring us a game that everyone's enjoyed. You know, I joke with AK a lot about our perfect game. This game has no issues. It's never been a problem. It's not true. Obviously, this game has bugs. Obviously, we've lagged out in the raid and lost a bunch of shit and been mad about it. That happens. That's what this game is about. This is a development project. And we knew that going in. We weren't promised a fully functioning game from the get-go. So I don't know why people have been expecting it to be fully functioning from the jump, because that's never what was promised, and that's never what the expectations been. So I'll get off my high horse now, but I just, this is where the brain train has taken us, a little stop into righteous indignation towards those people who feel that their opinion matters enough to be just classless towards the game devs. So, if my opinion on the matter is something you disagree with, I'm sorry, but there's the door. I just have no tolerance for people who think that they are above that. So, it's what it is, guys. This is a game. We're supposed to be having fun. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves and doing stupid shit like putting other players into a talent show to determine whether or not they're talented enough to live or die when they come across me in AK, or going around doing character voices because it throws people off their game, gets a laugh out of everyone involved, and usually scores me a couple kills. Those things are what the game's about. Those things are what make the game fun. People acting like they are owed the world by a studio that has made this game from nothing, they don't deserve anything but... Well, no, I'm not going to say they deserve anything bad, but they don't deserve anything good. I don't want that behavior to feel rewarded. So, that's what I'm getting at. I will step off this topic now because I feel like I'm just dragging down the room. But yeah, that's that part. So let's get to something more interesting. Upcoming works or upcoming things they have in the works that I'm excited about. I don't know how much you guys are paying attention to. There's a Ghosts of Tabor website. I will post it in the chat whenever I get a minute to take the headset off. So probably not for a little while, but I will rest assured I will post it. And on YouTube, it'll be linked down below whenever this video goes live over there. But the devs have a website where they share their roadmap, and there have been some pretty exciting updates given to the roadmap, which include an update on an upcoming map from the man himself, our fearless leader Scott, who has said in interviews that there are more maps coming to this game. On the last stream, we played through Island and Silo. Those are the only two maps currently available. There are 2 more maps coming in this content section, which I think he said that the upcoming content drop that they have planned, like the things that are currently in the works, it'll drop sometime by the middle of September at the latest. And that's plenty of time to do your stuff, get things the way that you guys want them, and then release them. I think that's the only logical approach to take for the game devs. Okay, can you get on the fucking wall? I hate when shit does this. Alright. There we go. Now the gold Tokarev's on the gold wall. Okay. Storage room. Where was I? So Scott had mentioned that there's a... I think it's called Matka Miest. It's Czech for Mother City. And it's going to be, if you've ever played, a lot of my references are to Ghost or to Escape from Tarkov. But that's what this game's based off, let's deal with it. If you've ever played Escape from Tarkov, it's supposed to be their kind of variation on Streets of Tarkov. It's a larger urban center. Island is very open and kind of rural. Well, not rural, but undeveloped. It doesn't have a lot of buildings. It has a couple military camps. It has a couple of landmark features. But there's a lot of open space. With Matka Miest, I believe it's supposed to be more of a open, not open CQB. That's entirely what Silent's about. But it's supposed to be a lot more like close-knit areas, more urban sprawl, and that's what they're trying to get out of that. I'm excited for that because it means it's going to be the biggest map that they've ever made, which not hard to beat. Well, we have our missile silo, which is about the size of my apartment, and the island of Tabor, which is considerably larger, but not groundbreakingly large by any standard. Just comparatively speaking, I should say. It's still a phenomenal map. I don't want this to come across the wrong way. Just to get a message one day, oh, you pissed off Scott, you're banned from the game. Boop! But, Makam East is supposed to be huge, and it's supposed to have so much in it that we've been missing in other regards. Like, what can I remember off the top of my head? There's going to be a ton more loot spots. There's going to be a ton more just like playable map area. There's going to be a ton of like, it's just going to be more. I don't know how much more like other things they're adding to the game, like if this is also going to come with a bunch of weapons, or the melee overhaul we talked about, or maybe the John Wick DLC. That's the only reason that's not out yet is because they're doing the melee rework. To all you haters who are like, oh, it's a DLC that they promised already. No, they're still refining, so get off their dick because that's not your spot. Also, if you see me shaking the mags, it's because if I didn't explain it in the last game, the mags will do a series of vibrations when you shake them to tell you how full they are. 3 vibrations is full or top 2/3. I think 66% to 33% is 2 vibrations, and then almost empty, like a third or less, is 1 vibration. And then if you get no vibrations, it's empty. The mag will also show empty with no rounds being present at the top of it, but in case you can't see that, or you're in a badly lit place, or you're going quickly and you just want to check anyway, those are the ways you tell how the mags are loaded. So if you see me shaking, that's what I'm doing. I'm checking the total amount left in the magazine before I hang it up on the wall, or before I place it elsewhere, because I really don't care for empty magazines. Oh no, he's doing this again. Look guys, I can pull infinite copies out of it. Now I have all the scopes in the world. Oh, that's the one that actually wanted to move. No, get your ass over here, you bastard. Alright, I'm going to leave that there until they fix the replicating scope issue. That's, as far as I know, that's a new bug that they're currently working on ironing out. Stuff happens. I don't use long-range scopes very much. I want to get more into long-range shooting in this game, but I have other things to work on before I get to the point of actually practicing sniping more seriously. It's full. God, there's so much stuff to go through here, guys. I'm getting a little nervous about this table. I may have to, after I clear out the other bag, I may have to clean this before going next door and getting those bags ready. So let's grab the nods, let's grab the radio. Oh my god, I just threw a drum. You know what, let's grab the drum because I'm gonna put it next door anyway. So let's just do that now. And then in this bag, let's put food. Well, damn it. I don't have an empty box to put that with. And I don't think I can buy empty ammo boxes to use. So, crap. Mercifully, the rest are still up on the table. I saw that coming.
5 more. 28, 29. That's 30, 31, and 32. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't want my ammo running all over the place, especially 50 AE, so that's unpleasant, but it's gotta get it over with. That back on. Thank you. Let's see what the bags are where. Go over here. Put this mag on the wall. Get out. Get out! Can you just go right there? Thank you. Okay, over to storage. I'll chuck this in the item thing. And where the hell am I putting my nods? I forget about that. Please. 1, a 2, a 3. I know I have a lot of grenades waiting in the bags. Right, everything in here goes next door. Excuse me. This also won't be, the longest stream I've done. I'm going to try and probably keep this for like an hour and a half, or maybe even less than that. I still need to eat some lunch today. It's already past 12:30 for me, so gotta jump on that shit. So, if you're still hanging around, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Drop something in the comments if you want me to read it, or if you have questions about the game or want my input on some things. I'm by no means an expert. I only have about 160 hours into this game, but I've definitely learned a lot. I've been around since the beginning of the game, just not always the most consistent. I'm trying to change that and be around a lot more, so I can, to be honest, so I can just grow in the game, like in a notoriety sense in some ways, but also to grow personally and to learn more. So that's pretty much my goal. Nods are up. There's nothing else concealed in here. Nope. If you don't remember from last time, guys, I always check the back and the sides of each backpack because you can hide key cards in the bags. You can hide them in the like in the lining where they're not visible to the naked eye. Players will do that if they're going into raid to do a key card run, and if they, if they happen to die, they don't want the person who killed them to profit off of their death. So if you hide the key card, it's trying to have a sneaky little FU to the person who kills you. However, now everyone knows that trick. So I don't know how successful it always is. But I suppose that's part of the fun. So let's get this big bag sorted, which looks like it'll be pretty easy to do considering I've got an empty mag, which I'm just going to sell. But I'll separate it out for now. And what I'm going to do with this bag is I'm going to put this bag on the hook, and I'm going to transfer all the key cards into it that I have. I have 3 orange key cards. And here, I'll show you guys. When you have a key card in a bag, you can just hide it right in the liner, right there, and it'll stay. So you can't see it at all. You don't see it on either side. But if you run your hand along the back, that grip icon pops up, and you can take it right back out. So people do that to be sneaky. So I've got 1 purple key card currently. That's for like the vaults and whatnot. And the orange key cards are for hidden exfils that also contain some good crates that you can get some good loot out of. So I have 2 brass jars in here. I'm going to just place them in my brass drawer, in my ammo crafting drawer. And I will condense these later. I try to keep 1 relatively empty brass jar in case I find a bunch of brass piles, so that way they can go into it. I don't have anything else for this room, so that pile is going to stay as it is for right now. So we're going to go to the kitchen, and in the kitchen I have a lot of food. I need to sort the kitchen too, which won't take nearly as long. I'm just going to pull all the cans and then sort them by type and size. And I'm going to put all the waters in different areas and have them all sorted by type and size. And then the snacks, which are like the really small cans, the little sardine tins. And then I'll move the spoons to like a little silverware section that's off to the sides there. Okay, over to storage. Actually, I'm going to pop it in the tray and just put the nods on the shelf. I'm trying to sort night vision. And I don't know a good way to sort night vision, so if people want to drop an idea for those, let me know. I don't quite know the best way to store these yet, so I'm trying to figure that out. I'm gonna sort this bag and then put it up in the. Actually, I'm just gonna wear this one for usage, and then I'm gonna lift my headset a little so I can read comments and chat and see what you guys are up to. If anything, if you guys are just watching and listening to me ramble and not speaking, that's totally fine too. Whatever you're most comfortable with. That's what the street all about. Is, you know, making people comfortable, I suppose. I'm really good at making people uncomfortable, so I suppose it's a nice change of pace. And that is 2 full stacks. Well, not full. 2 stacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 16 crypto wallets that are sitting. Those can range in value from anywhere from, like, you know, a shitty 50 Karunas. One of these could potentially be worth 200,000 or more. The odds of it actually being worth that much when I redeem it at the shop are slim to absolutely none. But it is indeed possible. Camera lenses are pretty valuable. Spools aren't that much. Journals aren't worth a lot, but I like to stack them anyway. SSDs are decent. These are kind of just like, I pick my favorite loot items and I just collect them. Like, toolboxes are hardly worth anything, but it's kind of nice to look at the tackle boxes. Now, GPUs are big money. Skulls, York Skull, you can get this in the skull area on Silo, or you can find it in, I believe, two different places on Silo, or on Island. The first is by Prison Camp. There's a pit. There's a kill pit where the dead bodies are. You can find it there. The second is at Bunker, I believe. I'd have to double check. Checking Steam. Are we good? I believe you can get them at both the spots on Island, but Silo, it's just the skull room behind Red Squeaky with the stairs. Then we have the Tiki heads. You can find these on the bench at the beach house. They have a decent spawn rate. A lot of people still don't know that these are worth a lot of money, so I find a bunch of them. This is a car battery. I don't know how much it's worth. I haven't checked it. I've got some rope. I've got some fishing rods. These are radios. These are decent money. The radios are decent money. So all in all, I've got a good bit of loot started up here in the bunker. Metal spare parts, barometers, which I don't really collect those anymore. I don't know. I just sell that at some point. But, you know, that's for a different time. Breath. Moment. Let's read some comments. Or let's read some go in naked and get the best gun you can. I'm in school, so can't watch. Okay, Boba, I'll do that after I'm done with this. Sorry, can't talk right now. Limited even happening in a Minecraft server. Yeah, I accidentally grabbed a key card out of the bag once. Yep. Let me go check my other bags, but my controller's dead. Do you not check your wallets and crypto wallets before I store? No, I don't check them before I store them. Car batteries are 30K or just 30 Karunas. Because if it's 30K, that's pretty good. If it's only 30 Karunas, that's a bit of a pain in the ass. The next time I go in, I will roll for that. But I'm just doing the looting today, or not the looting, the sorting. So that's what I'm going to stick to for now. If I do go in today, though, I will absolutely roll for it. You have my word on that. Let's put this in here, and I'm going to switch up the order just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and sort out just the guns that I know I'm not keeping. And I'm going to try and put some stuff on the wall. See how successful I am. 5.7 is back up. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of the AK-74s. I can carry 4 guns at once. So we're going to lift these 3. For SMGs, I think I'm going to get rid of these MP9s. They are not bad guns. These, if you can find them and you're still early on in the raid or you don't have a whole lot of gear and you find these in a few mags, these are good guns. I have nothing against the MP9. Here, we'll go do a little burst test. Let me find that round that I crapped out. Right there. There we go. I need to reset my floor again. Damn it. I hate that it does that. So, the Yeah, the MP9 is not in any way a bad gun. I'm gonna do a little shot test just to show. So you've got semi and full auto. So semi-auto, it's just, you know, it's 9mm, there's hardly any recoil. I believe it's 20 round mags. But full auto, oh, 30 round mag. It carries a little bit, but that's still, you aim center mass, that's just going up to the head, and it's not going to go over at a decent range. So it is not a bad option. If you can't find much better than an MP9, you're still in good shape. I just don't use them, and if I want to start getting into them, I believe I can buy them now. So I want to clear out the wall space of these mags and the gun, the two guns. Just it's more out of a need for space than a disdain for the gun. I have nothing against the gun itself. I just need the space to be able to condense everything else. Like, I haven't really used my MP7 a whole lot either, but I only have the one, and I'm not willing to risk losing it just yet. I will certainly get to the point where I'm saying, hey guys, what's the best gun I have in here? Let's go lose it today. And then you guys get to watch as I cry about losing my freaking, my P90, or one of my P90s I should say now, thank goodness. Or my my Tapco SKSs, or my AS Val. Like, I can lose any of these at any point in time in the raid. That's why I keep a bunch of them, so if I lose one, it's not the end of the world. The MP7 I'm not ready to let go of yet. So that was kind of an unintended rant. Let's pull this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this Galil, and I'm just going to get rid of all the Galils. And I think I'm going to get rid of the ones that have the attachments too, because I can get more money out of this doing this than I'm necessarily keeping, and I'm okay with that. I don't know if that made sense. I think I may have just said a bunch of words that don't mean anything. Okay, so the AK mags, 348 each, not bad. Side rails, 458 each, 3 of them. Guns themselves are $2,000. That's $6,000 right there. Stand mags, 700. Crest foregrip, 600. That's 1,300 plus another $2,000. So that's 3,300 off one. MP9 mags, I've got 5 of them at 700 piece. And then the MP9s are 2,500 each. So that's another $5,000 off that. So not a bad payday. We started at 425, and just off that we've already made 20 grand. So this can be very very money helpful. If you are sitting, like, if you have a stocked vault, like you play a lot, you have a ton of shit. Your gun walls are clogged up, you have bags full of loot, you just have no money, take the time to sit down and go through all of your stuff. Like, we're going to go through the armors too, and all my mannequins and all that. Take some time, go through all of your vault, and just, if you haven't used it in the last week or 2 weeks, you haven't used it in the last 10 raids you've ran, and you don't feel a need for things, just sell them. You've got the whole wipe to get more things back. So, like, those helmets are almost $2,000 each. I never wear a tier 1 helmet because I may as well go in without a helmet at all. I will only wear a helmet if it's tier 2 or higher. And that's just a personal choice, because if I'm going to take a headshot, that rinky-dinky little helmet isn't going to do me any good. So I would just, and it also clouds your vision a little bit, it obscures your vision from the head, from like the eye visor. And that's not something I'm really willing to put up with. I don't want my vision obscured. I want to be able to see what I'm shooting at clearly, and I want to be able to hit my target. So I'm going to get rid of the thing that obscures my ability to do that. So let's take these 4 Galils, and look how much of the wall is already opened up. That's good. That's encouraging. It's gonna make this a lot easier process. So let's go dump these into the trader, and we're just gonna sell the whole shebang. So 4 stand mags at 210. Damn. 4 Galils at $2,000 a pop. Chris foregrip, I've got one of those. I've got one OPK7. I've got one PK sight, and I've got one Halo Mini foregrip. And just like that, I think we just made another 20 grand. Like, we're up 40 grand from where we started. That's, and we're like maybe 30% done. Like, maybe not even that much. So, yeah. Use my M4s. These are just staying here. This is the one I used most recently. This is a nicely kitted one with a stunner, with a stoner 150 round drum. Probably not going to use that for a bit, but it's nice to just play the big drums when I can. This is all. No, let's go back over here. Let's organize this a little bit better than what it currently looks like. Oh, excuse me, I had a burp. First things first, I'm moving the P90. It's gonna go right next to its brother. So that's already better. I believe I have another UMP that can be moved. Thing about that is I think I'm going to move this UMP and we're going to set them over here with the Bisons because I don't really have the room to fit those, and I'd rather fit my vectors over here. As for the PPSHs, I think I might sell them. I say that I'll keep at least one, probably will keep two, but I think I'm going to sell the other PPSHs because I've got 4 of them. I've never used one except when I picked it off a guy that I killed, and it was just because it was most likely because I had already run out of ammo in the other gun that I was using, and so I was using what I had on hand. And the PPSH is a great gun. It's a great gun. If you have one in your vault and you're like, I need a good SMG, take the PPSH. As long as you can shoot with iron sights in this game, which I believe these ones, no, they don't glow. But still, if you were good with iron sights, take the PPSH into raid. 71 round drum mag of 7.62 by 25. Are you nuts? That does some damage. I don't use them. I don't. It's not that I dislike them. I just don't use them. I prefer modular weapons. I prefer modular's the way to say it. It's not. It doesn't have to be modern. It just has to be modular. Something that I can put a sight and a grip on to make it more stable. So I don't really use these. The VSSs, I have a bunch of 30 round mags for these. I think I'm going to get rid of 2 of these. Not because I dislike the gun. It's quite the opposite, I assure you. I like the gun, but it's limited because I can't put attachments on these, and that makes me sad. That makes my PP soft. So. We're gonna sell the Saiga, and I'm gonna sell 1 Papa Shot. I sell a Papa Shot. No. All right, so let's go sell these guns. We'll see what they go for. So a Papa Shot, a Saiga. I have VSS. I have 2 VSS. All right, so the PPSH sells for. It only sells for 1,600, 1,700. That's actually less than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little higher than that. AK side rail, 2, 3 of those. Saiga 12 sells for 2,250. Nice. I have 2 VSSs. Those sell for 3 grand a piece. That's nice. And then the 10 round mag for 300 Shiro. Cool. So we're up again. Now we're up another 10, 11 grand. So we've already made 50,000 Coronas. And this is just cleaning out, guys. This is not me doing any trader swaps or any kind of like crazy shit like that. This is just me saying, hey, I've got guns that I don't use. It's taking up space on my wall. I want more space. Let's go get rid of some shit. And that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. So we're gonna put the Tapcos up here. I'm gonna put the VSSs below them. I'm going to put them all the way at the bottom as far as it will go. We're going to set these, we're going to kind of just stack them. No, you're going up there whether you like it or not, you little shit. I'm going to stack them like that. You can kind of get the mags to overlap if they're in the right position. I'm selling this odd. I don't use it. I don't care. I don't like it. I'm going to move these G36s, and they're going to go right under the Tapcos. When I say Tapco, I'm referring to the Tapco SKS. The reason I don't say just SKS is because the original wood grip SKS is in the game too, and I don't want it to be confusing. I'm going to check this other side, see if I have anything hiding. We're going to move this PPSH over. Actually, I might sell this one. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this one. So let's put the mag over here. Put the mag right over here with the others. I'll sort the mags a little better. We're gonna go through all these and be like, okay, if I have a gun to use it, it's going up. If I don't, it's going down. But look how much space I just opened up over here. So we're gonna move the VSS, and we're gonna put the VSS right above, or the ace valve right above the VSSs. And now I have a row of guns that I use, that I have available, that I like, and they are taking up 2, not even complete chunks of this 7-panel wall. I just opened a ton of space. So that means I can move a bunch of stuff from here over here. So we're gonna put, actually, I'm gonna move this vector here. No, you're going up there, you little shit. Little. Okay, that one can line up. Cool. Okay, I'll take some stuff off of those so they fit a little better later, but they're moved over. That's what I wanted. Now I'm gonna start moving. The umps are gonna go all the way up. Actually, we're gonna put this one up first. I think. Actually, no, it's going to be this one first. Okay, that's good. There we go. I'm going to throw this ump mag over here for now. I'm going to throw this 30-round VSS mag over there. And now we're going to move all the Bisons in a row. And these guys can pack up tightly next to each other. So I should have no problem moving all of my Bisons here, freeing up some much needed space in the other room, and making this a much more organized space. No, go up. Go. So that's 5 Bisons and 2 umps, and that's that. So the whole middle section of this wall is now usable space. Oh, another Bison. So we're making some good progress. This is probably one of the duped ones. I'm just gonna chuck it. Oh no, it's not. Oh, actually, maybe it is. I'm not certain. We're gonna wait and see what happens with that guy. VR takes a toll on you, man. See the stars for a second. No! Go back up there. Go back up there, you little shit. I don't think I can fit a 6th one. But what I can do is I can put the umps side by side. That'll work handily. So I can do that. Yeah. Umps are side by side. All the Bisons in a row. I have another ump that I forgot about. Damn it! And another shit. Chat, who let me be in charge of the bunker? This is a mistake. Okay, well, hands are deciding to do their own thing today. Alright, so we're going to pull this guy over here. That's good. I might need to go get some water here, Chad, so I'm going to probably step away for a minute and just go hydrate, and then I'll be back and we'll continue firing off. So let me replace this and make that good. That's workable. The sniper, snipey boy is gonna go right here, and it's just my one and only, so that's gonna occupy that space for right now. And yeah, I need some water. I'm a little dehydrated, so. What am I doing next? Moving a couple of those. Okay. Be back, chat. Just give me like. Just give me a little bit. It's gonna be black, but I'll be here, so we'll be all right. 30K. That's pretty great. Okay. See you soon. Okay, chat, I'm back. Sorry. Got some water, ate a very quick snack, had to use the restroom, and my controllers needed new batteries, so I just took care of everything all in one trip. Let's get this thing woke back up. Hello. There we are. Oh, right in the corner. Okay. We are back. That should be good. I'm holding stuff that I'm going to go sell. Let's see. Can I go fit one more bison on that wall? I bet you I can. Well, maybe I can't, but we're sure going to try. Oh, I bet I can do this. Hope the music was good while you guys were gone. Still using that old streaming playlist. One of these days I'll make a new one, but I'm pretty content with what I've got for right now. So. Perfect. 8 bisons. That's a lot. Okay. I'm going to stop collecting those now. 3 ups, 8 bisons. This is looking better. This is looking better. Alright, what else am I selling? Keeping all the vectors, keeping 2 PPSHs. Got my deagles, 5.7s. Okay, cool. Let's move some stuff over there from this place. I use scars and M4s. The scars will stay in here. I have a SIG commando that I've not used. Let's move the commando and all my AK alphas next door. We'll put these kind of online with the G36s. That'll work. And then this guy can go right here, tucked up under the AWM. Grab the other 2 AK alphas. I would love to use AK alphas more, but I only have 3. Am I being a concerned little bitch that I might lose my gun? You bet your ass. You bet your ass I am. I do not want to lose this gun because the AK Alpha is one of the best guns in the game. Why would I willingly get rid of one of the best guns in the game, I ask you? There's no logical reason. It makes no sense. So, I hoarded them. Is that the best play? Probably not. Should I use them? Probably. Would I win a lot of gunfights if I used them? Definitely. Am I still going to use them? Fuck. I never said it made sense, chat. I'm just some lunatic in a vault full of guns. Basically a Prepper Site's wet dream over here. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Alright, so those are all moved over, which just opened up a ton of space in here. The M1 SAS, which I love this gun. I love using it. I'm going to put it down here because I believe I will be getting more of these as time goes on. I want it to have some space. I'll move the mags over here too. I'm going to move all the AK mags in here as well. This is definitely getting moved. Position on the wall, you asshole. Go up there. That I didn't realize could fit there, but I like that. That works. Well, I'm definitely going to start using bisons more often because I have a ton of mags for them. this is really going to help me with sorting things in this room too, because when I can start going through stuff, whatever's getting sold goes in a bag, and whatever I'm keeping can go on the wall, and then I can sort things from the wall. So I'm really glad I'm doing this. Even though it's kind of repetitive and kind of annoying, and I'd really kind of rather be doing anything else, it still needs doing, so do what I shall. I have entirely too many blocks, guys. Entirely too many blocks. So, I know Timeless would curse me for saying that in any kind of serious format, because according to him, there are never too many blocks. But I have too many blocks, guys. I need to pare down the collection. I think a mere 20 will probably get me by far more than I could ever hope to lose. Because I'm not the best at this game by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm not bad. I am not bad at this game. So I live more than I don't, and I usually get more than I lose. So that being the case, I'm really never that worried about losing more than like a particular gun here and there, which is why I kind of hoard a few select ones until I get enough to start using them and offset that gear fear loss. So get the rest of these AK mags and shove them in the old bag. I gotta figure out what to do with these. I have an idea, but I want to leave room because I know I have at least one more scar buried in there, and I might have more. I have 2 PPSHs buried in there. There's a bunch of shit that's getting sold, guys. So let me go move the mags over to the other room. I'm gonna go sell the 2 guns that I'm carrying, and then we're gonna start working through the table. And I'm remembering now that I have 6 more full bags. I'll go through that, I guess. So what's our run time right now? We've been going for a minute, for an hour and 13 minutes. Nice. Are you guys having fun? Are you enjoying the stream? I'm glad you're here. 1700. August 2600. Sick. That's another $4 grand right there, basically. Or, yeah, four grand, 4,400, 4,300 math things. I think I'm right. So back over here, open both sides. This is just so much better. We still got a ways to go. It's not done. It won't be done for a while. Oh, we can get closer than that. Right, fuck you. We'll go down. I'm pretty sure I can store these mags closer than that because I did it in the other room. But oh well. Wants to be a dick about it? Fine. No. Ugh. See, the pathing is weird. We should be able to stack mags practically on top of each other. Because that's how the previous game, or the previous version of the game, like the last wipe, that's how that armory worked. And I like this vault much better. I think that it's got a ton of potential, and I think that they're doing some great improvement changes, making some excellent headway. I just think that this vault's like pathing and the collisions for items, I've said this before, they just have some tracing conflicts that I think make it less fun in here. And I'm not trying to dog on the vault developers at all. You guys have done incredible work. but nothing's perfect, and we all know that. I am a prime example of that. So, get the last of the mags up in there. Alright, M1 mags are gonna go. And I'm gonna end up having to sort this much more thoroughly. I know that that's coming. The mag sorting might not be done today, I'll be honest with you guys. Because I don't know if I want to do a 3-hour fucking vault cleaning stream. That feels a little excessive to me. I mean, if you guys want me to do that, throw a 1 in the chat. If enough of you really want me to do that with my life today, then I can certainly be persuaded. But I just gotta, I'm trying to think about what works for streaming and what makes sense for me to do. Pathing of the hands in this game needs a little attention paid to it, I think. I keep having controllers like jump. You know, it's nothing too crazy, it's just like noticeable nuisance above anything else. Nothing that's like, the game's not gonna break because of this. But also the asymmetry that I'm suffering from under here because like the pathing where get on the fucking wall, you stupid bastard. It's
slightly frustrating, just a little bit.
Oh, what? Dude. Get it together, please. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You feel it? Oh my god. You go there. Fine. We'll play it this way. You go. Get on the wall. I will fix this. Usually if you restart the game, like, all the pathing fixes itself in a weird enough way. So we'll see about that. I went through one on accident. Alright, that works for now. I'll leave them there. Whew, now I can let some blood get back into my legs while I stand up. I play the game, you can play the game seated. I don't know how people manage to do that without losing their minds, so I play standing. Just in case this is a real scope, I'm going to just tuck it in there. So, okay. I'll deal with the Glocks and the mags later, but I'm in a good spot where we can start sorting the table. So I'm gonna put these blocks up. I've got these mags. The big Dragonite mags I will be keeping. I'm just gonna put like a little pile of mags I want to keep. The cell pile is just going to be chucked over here, kind And I'm only, for all the mags that I'm sorting through here, I'm only keeping mags that are full. That's a partially empty mag that's getting tossed. I think that 30 lasers is plenty, so that's going to get sold. I'm just going to chuck all the cell stuff in here before it gets asinine, so that way I just am in the habit of it. sound vibration. Vector's gonna go get sorted, so put that on the wall. Kitted Glock gets to stay for now. 30 rounds ASVAL mag, yes please. Another 30 round ASVAL mag, yes please. I don't even care if they're full or empty, I just make more ammo. In case you're curious, chat, the reason I'm only keeping the full mags, I mean, I know I could keep the mags and make enough ammo to fill them all back up without really breaking a sweat, but I just don't want to do that. I would rather go through, get rid of the ones that are empty or close to empty, and keep what I have, and then, you know, make more from that. Can I pick up? Okay. I might just start stacking blocks to sell if they're basic. AK mag. Dragon out of Extendo Boy. Those are 15 round sniper mags, guys. That's pretty good. I'm selling these drums because they sell for like $2 grand a pop, and I've got several of them. God. Occasionally, my headset will just throw me for a loop and say, "Hey, Skippy, you don't get to orient yourself for 5 seconds." And I come out of it and I'm like, "Why did you do that?" My headset just goes, "Tee, I'm working." Perfectly annoying. So as I mentioned, this stream is also an audio test. I'll be reviewing the audio closely afterwards. As long as we don't have any mic pops or craziness going on, I will likely... Oh my god, stop doing that! I don't know if you guys can see. It's like probably every 30 seconds I'm experiencing some like visual skip, and it just makes everything look like it's stuttering. It's really throwing my head off. So if it does that too much, I may have to shut down the stream early, and I'll just finish the rest of this offline because I'll have to reset everything, and I'm not making you guys sit through that. Deagle mag, more Glock mags. So yeah, I don't know if I contradicted myself earlier unintentionally, but for mags like the Deagle mag or the 30 round VSS mags, I'm keeping those regardless of their fill status because they're rare. You can't buy those at my trader level. I'm at level 3 for Spectre and level 2 for everything else, so I got a ways to go before I can buy all the big stuff. And there are some weapons and mags that you cannot buy from the shop. And so those mags are worth noting and holding on to. Now, this one's now I'm going to keep the Scar mags because they're different and they're fun. So the tan Scar mags I can buy, but I'm still just keeping them because to hell with it, right? Let's keep all these. 2. Drum from Tommy. Pump mags, I think I have enough. Let's see what else I got in here. 5.7 mags need to go on the wall. Stop skipping, you dick. Give me a fucking headache. Ugh. I really want to upgrade my headset to a what are they called? Timeless just upgraded one. I think Tan also had one. The Valve Index. That's what I want to upgrade to. And I don't really have a lot of money, so you know, it's a far off dream. We'll see. We'll see if I can't scrounge together $1 grand to buy one someday in the near future. But that day certainly ain't today. I am a struggling man. No, I don't say that to pull pity or anything. I have money, I just don't have enough to go drop $1 grand on a headset without a better reason than because I like playing VR. And that's kind of the only reason I have right now. But that's part of why I got back into streaming. Because, who knows, maybe I get enough subscribers doing this that I can justify the expense to myself someday that, hey, if I upgrade my headset, it's going to bring in more viewers, more subscribers, more donations if I start getting those, which also no one's under any obligation to donate anything to me, but if you do, it's always appreciated. But if I get enough money through streaming, like, it's an investment into what could potentially be more money coming down the line if I upgrade my stuff now. So, you know, if you guys like what you see, you're under no obligation to do anything. But if you like the channel and you want to support what I do here, it's always very appreciated to have friends willing to support you. So, you know, do with that information what you will. Shilling over. Get this table completely cleaned off. I'm gonna go sell this batch of shit, and we'll look at where we're sitting for right now, because I think we're approaching the how much time have we been up? We've been up for almost an hour and a half. So I may make a part 2 of this stream tomorrow, just like tomorrow during the day. We might just sign on and stream the remainder of the vault cleanup. I don't know if I'm actually going to play raids today. I don't think I will. I'm not going to plan on it. Because I just have been wanting to get this done. And until I get it done, I don't really want to be adding more loot into the mix. Because then I'm just being counterproductive, right? I'm working against my goal. And I should be working towards my goal instead. So that's my mindset. Feel free to tell me that I'm completely full of shit and I should run raids today if that's how you feel. But that is, of course, each of your prerogatives. For those of you on YouTube, if you're liking what you see and you want, follow me over on twitch.tv/percussion-stud. You can see me do these streams live. I don't have a set streaming schedule at the moment, but that just makes it kind of more fun when I hop on. It's like, oh, he's actually playing today. Look at him. He's alive, and someone got out of bed. Yippee. All that good jazz. So, and for those of you who are on Twitch with me live right now, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each of you, and I'm looking to get the word out a little bit more about this stream. I want to get more kind of involvement, more engagement with this community of VR gamers, and the way to do that is by spreading the word. So if you guys could please on YouTube give this stream, give this video a like. If you've got friends who you play this game with, tell them to come check me out. There's no harm in just giving a dude a look and seeing what he's about. Maybe they'll learn something. Maybe you guys can come teach me something while we're live. It's a whole world of possibilities, and really the only way to figure out where the limits are on that is by doing it. So, all right. I said shilling over once. Now it's actually over. Let's keep on loading this wall up with just an irresponsible amount of ammunition, because that is what is fun to me. And it's kind of nice because, like, when I come back over to sort the mags, which after, you know, the umpteenth Glock mag that I've pulled off this fucking table, I already know I'm gonna do that. I will sort the mags off stream. I will do a kind of revelatory showing on a subsequent stream to just be like, hey, look, guys, I'm not drowning in magazines anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 5. 30 OKB7s is enough. I'm not trying to have a collection that is that bloody ridiculous. So I think when I hit 30 of any one given attachment and still have more, that's when I'm like, okay, I can sell the excess now. I'm just being quiet and putting things where I think they ought to go. I'm kind of running out of long form things to talk about, guys. I've talked through a lot about like where the game's at and where I think it's going. Let me think. What else is there for me to go over? I really don't know what I'm missing here. If you guys have any questions you want to throw out, just, you know, the chat room's right there. It's what it's used for. I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone's got. Like, you know, why I got into streaming, or what other games do I like to play. Anything you may want to know about me, hit me up. Open book. Check chat here in about 15 seconds to see if anyone's taking that on. So, need a little frog in my throat when I speak too much. Like, oh, you're using your voice muscles a lot more than usual, which is a shitload nice. Nice. I don't think I can do that trick twice. Nope. I'm insane. Good. Do this. That. There's that. Okay. 2 more Glock mags to put on the wall. That is a lot of stuff that I'm keeping. That is a lot of stuff I'm selling. And then I'll sort those few last items when we come back from the trade room. Oh, this is a lot of work sorting loot, guys. I hope you're enjoying the journey, is what I'm trying to say here. Cool. Empty mag. I'm just gonna chuck all the mags. That's all of those. Scan I got 6 of them. AK mags, I got 11. One SKS mag, 1 AKM mag, 2 MP5 mags, 10 round BSS, Glock 17. 3 Tommy drums at 2,500 a piece, a bar mag, and a hunt mag. That was pretty good. Now let's sell all these attachments. Actually, let's sell these guns. 2 Papa Shot drums. 2 Papa Shots. Nice. I'm not really looking at the total that pops up when you're like actively selling things. We'll go upstairs and look at the vault when it's all said and done and see how full things have gotten up there. Because until that happens, it's... I'm not counting those chickens before they hatch. Alright, 4 grips. 2 of those. It's G4. 3 of them. Combat 4 grip. Yes. 3 ACOGs. 2 OPKs. 2 lasers. Oops. Cool. That was profitable. Profitable. Let's see what we're at. We're up 125 grand already, guys. That is nice chunk of profit. And see, this is why I love like sorting through the loot finally, because you realize just how much money you have from clearing out what is like, what doesn't feel like a ton, so that's why you've been putting it off so long, but then you're like, holy shit, I have a lot of stuff. Go put these where they belong, storage rooms. But I mean, I cleared off one wall. I took a few things off this wall, put a few more things back on it. Like this wall still needs some work actually. This wall is in great shape. Truly, it's in great shape. This is very aesthetically pleasing to me. Because this was just a jumbled mess beforehand. So I'm pretty proud of that. I still have 2 more gun walls to organize and really properly sort. But you know what? That's okay. I got time. I got time on my side. Whatever wipe comes around next, we'll have a fun little stream like the day before wipe. I'm just going to sell everything I own, and we're going to see how much total money I had sitting in my vault, like the total value. I think that'll be really cool to see. Like, after, you know, a couple months of game time, how much shit do I collect? And it gives me a good, like, starting point to shoot for the following season, or the following wipe. It's like, hey, this is what you did last time. Do better. Do better. That's all cleared out. Let's look at the bags. Jesus Christ. There's so much stuff! What do I do? Start with one bag and move on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I said here's what I'm gonna do and I just stopped talking. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sort out like I did last time, but we're just gonna go one bag at a time. So if I'm gonna sell it, it's gonna be tossed on the table. If I'm keeping it, it's going on the wall in its group. And then when I hit a certain number of things, then just switch. Hell yeah, extendo 10 mil. Sweet. Yes, another 5.7 with a dick. With that big extendo mag just slopping around all over the place. Alright, stand egg. 3 clicks means you get the wall, kid. Tick, tick, boom. I'm just going to toss everything that I'm not selling onto, or that I am selling onto the table. Valuables, collectibles, grenades, meds, they all stay in the bag because I'll just go around. I believe with the laser, sold, in case that getting sold. Okay, let's go to the next ring. So let's do that for each bag. So yeah, I'll go through all the loot today. Not doing the mags. So once we're done with all this loot, we'll go ahead and wrap up the stream. We'll do a final look at how much money we made today. And might set a game plan for the next stream. I did mean to talk a little bit about this channel and just kind of, in the interest of transparency, tell you guys what my plans are. So, this channel has gone through several kind of iterations of what I've done. When I started this channel a couple of years ago now, I started this channel in 2021? No, 2020. It started in 2020. Was it 2020? No, it was 2021 because I had COVID. I started this channel when I was sick with COVID in 2021. It was February. Now I'm remembering. So this channel's been around for 2 years, 2.5 years now, and it's going to be 3 this winter, which is exciting. I got to plan something big. But this channel's gone through a couple of hiatuses before, and you know, a channel hiatus is not something I'm excited about having done. It's not something that I want to continue doing, but you know, life can get overwhelming at times. I'm going to be open and honest with you guys about something that I haven't really talked about, but I'm currently unemployed, and that scares me because finding a job is tough. It's a struggle. It's scary, especially when you don't know if you're going to be able to make rent at the end of the month. Thankfully, very thankfully, I'm in a great position where I'm able to kind of float for a little while. I have some money saved away, but I need a job, and I'm really trying to get one. So the reason I never committed to a consistent stream schedule when I restarted, if you guys saw in my Discord, I posted about the stream coming back and about doing this again, but I was very quick. Can you not grab the fucking site while I'm trying to pick up the perk? Get in there, impotent little shit. Where was I? Oh yeah, pouring my heart and soul out to you guys. When I when I said that the stream was coming back, the reason I didn't say anything about a consistent schedule is because I don't know what my working schedule is going to be yet. I'm still teaching private lessons, which I will continue to do as long as I'm able. I really enjoy it. I like teaching music, but in my current position, I can't make a career out of it, and so I have to figure out what's next in my career, and it sucks, and it's scary, because I'm the kind of guy who likes to know what. How do I even explain this right? I like to know where my next meal is coming from, and I like to know that I'm going to get there without an issue. Those are two things that are not guaranteed, and I've been treating them like they are, and it's really difficult for me to get out of that mindset because I have to put the work in. I have to do the things I need to do to get employment. It's a stressful process. It really is. So one of the reasons I get back into streaming is because it's not to make money. I'm not here to make money off of this. I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm here to make some fun comments, some fun commentary and jokes, tell stupid humor and you know, tell dick and butt jokes and just have a fun time. And that's always what my goal's been with this stream. It's never to make money off of it. It's never to turn it into a business. I know a lot of people turn their streams into businesses, and that's great for them. That was never my ambition. Now, that said, if I have the opportunity to turn this into a profitable scenario, and I still get to keep that core of having fun, telling those stupid jokes on the internet, and just, you know, being happy playing games with people, I 100% will pursue that. I 100% will be willing to turn this into a very serious effort, and to turn this into a very serious, not a serious channel, I don't want to phrase it like that, but to turn this into something that's long-term and stable. I would love nothing more than that if that's what's in the cards for me. So, that's part of why I got back into streaming. I want to continue enjoying this. That's my top also, if there's a chance that this could be my job, then I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna try. The worst thing that happens, if it winds up being not great for me, the worst thing that happens is I've spent some time with you people on the internet looking like a fool, and I just realized it's not for me. That's my worst case. My best case? Well, I don't even know what the best case is. I'd like to find out. That's why I'm back in streaming. Is to find out. To fuck around and find out more specifically. I hope my dumb, crass humor has been enjoyable. I'm sorry for how long I've been away. And I really, really want this to work long term, whether or not it becomes a career for me. I still want to be here. So that's the point I was getting at. I don't know how eloquently I talked around it, but that's where I'm at in my head, and I think that's a good place to be. So I'm gonna leave it there for that whole topic. We're gonna finish getting through these bags, and I'm gonna talk about anything else because I don't want to bum you guys out. I've been bummed out plenty for the both of us, so we'll just keep her moving. Let's see how chat's doing. Chat's quiet. What the fuck, guys? You don't want to ask me any questions? What are you doing with yourselves? You got me on an open mic being painfully honest about shit, and you don't got no questions? That's alright, we're not that interesting of a guy, so. It doesn't need to be question central. I'm actually perfectly fine just talking a bit more and clearing out the vault and getting stuff put away and sold. So we've got 3 more bags after this one, and then we're gonna scoop everything up into a large bag that's getting sold. We're gonna go sell it all, and we're gonna go look at our total tonnage of money that can be sold to, and see how much money we made today. Remember, we started at 425,000 Karunas. The last I checked, we were at 550. But it's entirely possible that that number is going to go way up from there when we sell all the things on the table. So I got some powder. Nice. I really like using the drawer space for powder and brass. It just keeps things easy. Food. That's getting sold. Browns go up there. More G3 mags, which I'm going to start using the G3. I like that gun. Hits like a fucking freight train. Toss that. There are so many Glock mags, guys. Good lord, I feel like I could sell these all to Shiro and let him retire early. Actually, I'm not exactly sure that goes the way that I just said. I might have just had a stupid moment. Probably not my last. That all out of this one? Yes, it is. Let's put these back into it just to transport everything to where it needs to go, and let's go. All right, next place. Okay, storage. A med. A grenade. Store and then so, I've got another journal. I've got an SSD. I got some metal parts. I've got some nuts and bolts. I've got 2 phones. And then I've got canned food and a nearly empty thermos that needs to be refilled. I have 3 thermoses now. I started the day with none. Love it. So much food too. This is perfect. No cards hidden in the backpack, which is fine. Alright, that's good. Oh. We're making headway, guys. We're almost done. We got 3 bags of loot left. But these are perhaps the 3 most heavily fixed bags. So. So many Stanag bags, guys. This is just ridiculous. Another MP7 drum, which is always good. Whoop, hold up. Let me read that. What do we have? What do we have? Hey, Fishy Lips 420, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Making me roll for Dex? Alright, I'll roll for Dex. Hang on. Is it a saving throw or is it a just a check? Because that'll depend on my my modifier. Saving throw. So I rolled a 15 and I have a Dex saving throw of +2, so 17. So I rolled a 17. Do I pass or fail my saving throw? Oh my god, stop grabbing the fucking grenade, grab the backpack. Thank you. Jackass. Okay. I have so many 5.7 mags now, jeez. One day I might just trade out all the Glocks for 5.7s and have enough mags to supplant that. I mean, I've got a ways to go on the Glock mags, to be fair. Let's see if I passed my saving throw or not. You have passed. DC was 15. Awesome! Perfect. And he nails the landing. More Glock mags, are you kidding me? God. This is, I mean, I am actually enjoying doing this. Are you guys enjoying watching this? I hope you are. It's certainly a choice for a stream theme. You guys let me know. I've been at it for a while now. We've been in here, what, almost 2 hours? I don't have my my timer going in my top left corner, so I can't see. Whoa! 5.7s. Insane. Of course, that's a regular Dragon mag, which still will go. Down to 1000. Oh my god, I have grenades. Lots of grenades. We got our stimmies. Then we got all this crap. Alright, let's go sort it. I like to grab the bag! Stop grabbing the corner item. I hate when that happens. It's such a piece of shit. I'm skipping this song. Hang on, chat. Let's start this. shelf. Let's skip that. The amount of syringes, dude, it's ridiculous. You're enjoying it? I have a VSS or an AS valve. I have one of each. I have one AS valve. I have like 2 VSSs. I don't use them that much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Listen to vaudeville, building motherfucking Doom. Okay, I can definitely do that. Definitely do that. I'll throw that one on the queue here after I'm done sorting this bag. So yeah, I have a ton of stuff. I'm just a loot goblin when it comes to this game, so I will grab everything I can find with no like reconnoiter for what its value is in the moment, because I sort it out after the fact and I sell everything I don't want. I keep everything that I do want. So it's fun to play that way, but as some of my allies can attest to, like AK, when I go loot goblin mode, it's kind of annoying and possibly scary, because like I'll throw hands over a fucking computer fan sometimes. And he's just like, dude, why do you care? I'm like, it's about the collection. How dare you disrespect my collection? I start going all Smeagol. It's my precious. A Smeagol lost his nerve. My best Andy Serkis impression, though it does not stand up to what the man himself can do, to be fair. Oh. Alright, that's another bag clear. Oh, a journal. I was like, I saw that glint and I'm like, key card? Alright. Phone! Jesus. What else is hidden in here? Is that it? We good? Awesome. I'm gonna go dump this and the empty bag that I'm wearing. Check the back of this. Anything? Bottom, side panels? Nope, we're good. Return both of those to the kiosk. We've got 2 bags left, so let's get after it. Check. If I ever get this game, I don't care if I can get it in the bag. I'm keeping it. Damn right. That's exactly how I am. I'm like that in Tarkov too. I'm just a fucking gremlin. So, you really should get this game, by the way. If you're on the fence about it, this is your call to just do it. Obviously, if you don't have a VR headset, then that's a problem. But if you do have a VR headset, I mean, the base version of this game is not expensive. I think it's $15 for the base version of this game. I might be wrong. You can go to the Steam store and check it out, or if you have Oculus, I know it's on the Oculus store, or on the MetaQuest store. So, you know, it's a very low monetary investment to get involved. Now, if you like the game, you can upgrade to a different edition. I would recommend the Nuclear Knight edition. It's the highest one you can buy at this time. I have been around since the game released back in April, and I purchased the Founding Fathers edition. That is the highest tier that they've ever offered and ever will offer, to the best of my knowledge. And it comes with perks that you can no longer get. So, you know, I was just here first, is that whole part, so. But if you want to get it, try it. There's no harm in that, at all. Okay, I'm gonna get out of there. Empty, awesome. Almost shot myself in the arm over that one. Okay. Ooh, these mags, trash. Trash, triple trash. You full? All the Stanags. Part of me wants to count how many I've got, and the other part of me knows that it's just going to be like an asinine number, so don't bother. I have 2 thermoses in this bitch. What the hell? You know, I am fat. Suffering from success over here, guys. It is a real struggle today. it's an M19. Hell yes. I don't care that it's empty, I'm keeping it. So that. Grenades. Sell the Glock. No more Glock only for me. Put the suppressors all up on the top shelf, another grenade. So, and I think I might be at the point where I'm selling CPU fans, but let's check it out first. Suppressor. Anything hidden in the back here? Not that I can tell. I gotta get everything else out. Can't talk. Have to get everything else out first to figure it out. I didn't know you could get syringes into the bag back this far. That's wild. Alright, now it's to the thermoses. Okay, so that was actually fewer than I expected to be in there. But let's put the grenades up. I don't start my next row grenades for the Browns. Oh, Jesus, I am. These grenade types, we might be on the second shelf within a week or two, man. Mark 18s are much further back. But the greens are not far behind. It's like half a row. I think it's like 7 or 8 that I'm out by. So there's just so much stuff in these bags, man. Another stack of Coronas. Another power bank. Oh, yeah, it's too high. It's too high. All right, yep, I'm selling that now. Let's go put the thermoses in the kitchen, and then we'll sell the CPU fan and keep moving. We're down to our last bag, guys. This is gonna be really nice to walk around and not be haunted by just bags full of loot. Absolutely asinine amount of it. That bag is clear. I don't have anything on me, which is the way I want to keep it. So that way I can do a visual representation of what all I got. Okay, guys, last bag. Ready? Let's fucking do it. MP9. So, as I said before, guys, if you like the MP9, it's a great SMG. Use it by all means. It's just not for me, and that's okay. So the CPU power bank. Ooh, I like these grips. Shut up. I have a purple key card in here. That's awesome. I did not realize I had one in there. That's finding a winning lotto ticket right there. So many mags, guys. So many mags. This is just unfreaking real that I've accumulated this much stuff over the time. And this really isn't like, I think maybe it's been a week and a half since my last like major loot clean out. So clearly this game, I'm pretty decent at it and pretty profitable. I just need to play more to get used to sorting loot quicker. Maybe I can start being a little more picky of the loot that I got. Maybe, if I want. I don't want that. Grenades, that, and the stems. Okay, can we not fucking rocket the peaches to the other side of the room, please? Where the hell are they? There we go, give me that. food. Okay, and the brass can just stay there for now because it'll be safe. Okay, that's the last bag of loot. Let's get the stuff put where it belongs. Oh my goodness, so many syringes, man. This is insane. You gotta remember, each of those are about $3 grand. If I have that many of those, times $3,000, or 3,000 per each, just to put that shit in perspective for you. Cool. Put this. Hey, please. I don't think I'll be yapping by me. I don't know if I will be playing raids today. I don't know. I'm not going to be streaming them either way. Sorry if that's a disappointment. We've been up for 2 hours already, and my goal today was to do this. That bag's clean. So yeah, my goal today was just to do that. So now the last thing I need to do, first off, I need to take this bag over here and put it back in the system. I am grabbing a gear tech. And we are going to fill this with the whole pile that's being sold. We're going to sell all that. We're going to do a final check. Okay. Truly suffer from success. Yeah. It's 20? Okay, cool. Need to get a VR. Incredibly great price? Yes, it is. Days light about a backpack space. What's the power bank do? It's just a collectible item. It's sellable, yeah. Game has wipes. Yep. Liminal, you're doing great, man. Appreciate you helping out with that stuff. I am not checking Discord with this visible to you guys. No offense intended, but some things are truly meant to stay private. I said that in a bad way. That's not how I meant that to come across. I just don't need you guys seeing my personal messages. Okay, if you're gonna make it grabbable, then make it fucking grabbable, but stop making it get entangled with all the other shit that I have to interact with here. Bro, can you figure yourself out, please? So many items. In. Like my dad taught me, guys, are you really doing any work if you're not cursing at it at least once? Hell no, you're not. This done with, guys. Almost there. Almost there. So ready to be done with this shit. And I gotta go run a couple of errands and I gotta get some other stuff done. Get some squad invitation. Hey man, I'll come join up with you after I'm done streaming, but I got errands to run and I got other things to do. I would love to play, it's just, you know, I got life going on too. Alright. Everything's off that table. Let's go sell it. lot of money going into this, guys. It's a lot of money I'm about to get. And I'm pretty happy with that. Error. Bitch. Get yourself sorted. And that's everything. You know, I have to put the gear tech back into the terminal. And 5 gear techs. Okay, cool. That's how I wanted it. Guys, let's go upstairs and take a look. Now remember, we started the day at 425,000 runes. We walk into the vault, and what are we confronted with? Ba-ba-da-da! 634,000 karunas. That 210,000 karunas in one vault clean out. That I'm impressed with that. That feels good. That feels good to me. No backpacks up here. I do need to go through these armors, but there's just 2 up here that I need to look at. And I will do the armors on a subsequent vault cleaning stream. But let's take a look in here and see kind of where we fell out. So a shitload of mags, still too many Glocks. I'll probably pare those down on my own. I need to move these mags around. This workstation is clean for the first time. I don't even remember how long. Found another purple key card in the mix. This is the nicest it's ever been. This needs some organization work, but all the backpacks are cleaned out, and that is a win for me today. So guys, I am going to call it there. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching me just going insane and doing my vault clean out and getting really neurotic about it. But we had a good time. It was a good conversation. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad y'all were here. And until next time, my friends, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. God willing, I will see you next time. Thank you.